Before I start this lesson, I'd like to give all praise and glory and honor to Yahawah, Ba'ashim, Yahawashi, Ba'ashim, Rokakwadash, the mom to Apostle Elder Great Milson, rule well and teach well. Shalom to the 144,000 men that's put to get believe in this word in all true sincerity. Shalom to the men, women, and children that's tuned again. And shalom to the elect foreigners scattered abroad on all four corners of the earth. Shalom. The Heavenly Father's name is Yahawah. His only begotten Son name is Yahawashi. And this video right here will be a response to what Nate recently said, that we never dealt with the Father, but only the Son, which that's a damn lie. And he know better, but obviously at the end of the day, the Lord got him on that path and that lot. There's multiple. I'm gonna provide some examples. So give me a second. Yeah, I'm gonna provide some examples of why, or how, the Heavenly Father dealt with prophets before. The Heavenly Father dealt with prophets. He had men, that he dealt with. The Heavenly Father have a personal connection too with men. We didn't just have Yahawashi doing everything. It was the Heavenly Father too at a certain point in time. But Yahawashi became that cornerstone because obviously you see the downfall of how prophets. It was the downfall of prophets. There were it was just a lot of wickedness going on in Israel, and Yahawashi to clean us up. Therefore, he became the Lamb of. The land without blemish, because we had kings that was doing wicked shit. We had all of that. We had priests, but the nation of Israel didn't want to listen. So therefore, we had to have Yahawashi, and the Father and Son are separate. Actually, I think I would title that. This video, I'm thinking the title went either this Father and Son is separate. The Father and Son not the same. So anyway, I'm going to grab a few precepts, and then I'm going to get on that Exodus. I don't want to make this too long, because we could go on and on and on and on about this, but I don't want to make it too long. So, it is a separation between Yahawah and Yahawashi. Yahawashi reports to Yahawah. So, I'll first start off in Luke. Let me see. I'll start from Luke chapter 2, verse 49. Because there's many instances of where Yahawashi is talking about his father and giving reference to his father. When Yahawashi did a miracle, he gave all praise to Yahawah, which is his father. This is Luke chapter 2 and verse 49. He said unto him in this red letter, Yahawashi speaking, how is it that ye sought me? Was ye not that I must be about my Father's business? Yeah, it's going to show that at the end of the day, this is just one of the many examples that could be used. But at the end of the day, the Heavenly Father, this is his business. Now, Yahawashi is like the manager. The Heavenly Father is the owner. And obviously, this is the Lord's business. And Yahawashi is the manager. There's multiple examples, and he was talking, but there's a famous one where Yahawashi was talking to his mom and dad basically saying, I'm of my Father's business. He came down from on head, came down, handled business, because this was what he was supposed to do. He said that to his mother and father because they was looking for him, and he was in the temple. But from there, I'm going to grab Matthew chapter 24. And this is also another good one that I thought about, that the Spirit provided. This is Matthew chapter 24. I'll start at verse 35, so let me get there real quick. This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 30. I'll start at verse 35. And heaven and earth shall pass away, but my words shall not pass away. But of that day and hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only. And you can tell there's a difference between Yahawah you got the angels, Yahawashi, and then the Father. Well, let me put it like this: you have Yahawah, Yahawashi, and then the angels. You know, that's the or that's how it's order. It's order in rank. There's order. There's not just the Father don't receive what's being no. It's an order among that, and a lot of and that ain't orderly what Nate said. Yahawashi has to report to Yahawah, obviously, and on top of that, Yahawashi said he got the right hand of the Heavenly Father, so that's another one too. And then also Yahawashi, I don't know when he's gonna come back. He's getting ready. He's being ready for it, but that doesn't mean he know. Only Yahawah knows. He's waiting for that. Hey, go ahead. There's just one of many scriptures. So, let me see. Let me see. Now I'm gonna jump back in Matthew chapter 20. Matthew chapter 17. Let me see. Oh, that was verse 5. This is Matthew chapter 17, and I started verse 5. And while he spoke, behold, a bright cloud overshadowed them. Behold, a voice out of the cloud which said, "This is my son, this is my beloved son, in whom I am well pleased." And this is going to show that when Yahawashi was beaten up, after he, came back, after 3 days, he was beaten up and translated, He fulfilled prophecy. And that goes to show that, hey, Yahawashi ultimately is the second in command of the Heavenly Father. So there's just multiple examples of that. Now, granted, yes, Yahawashi is talked about a lot, but the Heavenly Father is also above all of that. He created all things. I could go. Isaiah 45 goes into the omnipotence of the Lord, but also the Yahawah B'Shem Yahawashi is the beginning. Started with Yahawah. He's the beginning, the middle, and he was always there. He's the being of beings. He's the ultimate of ultimates. Let me see. I'm gonna go back to. It's a lot of Matthews. A lot of these precepts came out of Matthews. This is Matthew chapter 26, and I'll start at verse 64. So let me get there first. Okay, this is Matthew chapter 26 and verse 64. Yahawashi said unto them, "Thou hast said, nevertheless I say unto you, hereafter shall ye see the Son of Man sitting on the right hand of power and coming in the clouds of heaven." But this also the point is that the Lord Yahawashi is sitting at the right hand of the Heavenly Father. So they're two separate. There's two separate beings, basically. Now, granted, Yahawashi receives orders from Yahawah to do what he deems is right. But at the end of and they're on the same accord, but they're two different beings. Yahawashi isn't like he's like his father, but he isn't his father. So, I think I'm gonna skim a little bit. Actually, yeah. Now I'm gonna deal with the fact of basically Yahawashi wasn't always the one dealing with us. Now the Heavenly Father dealt with the nation of Israel, but we became very unholy. We defiled sacrifices. We did all those things. Everything in the book that it says we shouldn't have did, we did. So therefore, Yahawashi was like, you know what? The Heavenly Father sent His Son, but also He casted Israel away after a point of time because the Heavenly Father got tired of our ass. So therefore, He had to send His Son to redeem us. So let me see. I'll start at verse 6. This is Numbers chapter 6 and verse 12. And this is during the time of let me see, Exodus, when we got kicked out of the when we were delivered from Egypt, and then the wilderness on Mount Sinai and all of that, when you go back into the history. But let me see. This is Exodus chapter 6, chapter 12, verse 6. He said, hear now my words. If there be a prophet among you, I, the Lord, will make myself known. The Lord, in all caps, is Yahawah. I will make myself known unto him in a vision, and will speak unto him in a dream. And yet the Lord speak to prophets. And now, granted, if we lose, we can't handle that. We can't handle the Lord just coming down here and in his full glory and majesty. We can't do that. We're not holy enough for that, or we're not pure enough for that. But the Lord shows mysteries and things like that in dreams and visions, things like that. And my servant Moses is not so, is who is faithful in all my house. And yeah, the Lord, obviously was close to Moses. That's why he was able to perform a lot of those miracles during Egypt, in the wilderness. The Lord gave Moses the spiritual power to do things, but always exalted. He's supposed to always exalt the name of the Lord. But there's instances where he did. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. But when him, this verse 8. But with him, I will speak mouth to mouth, even apparently, not in dark speeches. And yeah, this goes to show that the Lord Yahawah spoke to Moses directly, and he didn't give dark parables. He spoke to him directly, not in the dark speeches. In the similitude of the Lord Yahawah shall he behold, wherefore then ye were not afraid to speak against my servant Moses. And yeah, this goes to show that the Heavenly Father kind of bigging up Moses a little bit. Moses was after the Heavenly Father's heart. Also, Moses was a chosen man. Boy, if Moses was not around, we'd be fucked. We'd be fucked out, actually. Shit. But that goes to show Moses was a great man. A great spiritual man. He wasn't just some random old decrepit man that just did things. No, the Lord obviously had favor on Moses. He favored Moses. So let me see, how much of that? That's pretty much. Did I get verse 9? Okay, yeah, verse 9. And I give verse 9. The anger of the Lord was kindled against them when he departed. But yeah, this goes to show that. This is a story dealing with Moses, Aaron, and Miriam. When Moses wanted to got a wife or whatever. But you read that account. I don't want to speak to. I don't want to make this video too long. But this goes to show that the Lord is well pleased in Moses. He showed Moses a lot of the things that was going to happen. So now I'm gonna jump back into Exodus chapter 33. This is Exodus chapter 33, and I start at verse 18. Okay, so he said, this Moses, not Moses. This is Exodus chapter 33 and verse 18. He said, I beseech thee, shew me thy glory. And he said, I will make all my goodness pass before thee, and I will proclaim the name of the Lord Yahawah before thee. I will be gracious to whom I will be gracious. I will be gracious to whom I will be gracious, and I'll show mercy upon who I show mercy. This basically goes to show that the Lord Yahawah picks and chooses who he wants to have mercy and who he don't want to have mercy on. That's pretty plain and simple. He said, thou canst not see my face, for there shall no man see me and live. And yeah, you can pull this precept, but you have to have the true understanding of that. That's going to show that we cannot handle the power that Yahawah has, which means the Lord have to. How shall I put it? Basically, the Lord have to give us a certain amount of spiritual power to behold His majesty. We're not fully fucking capable of looking at the Lord. So let me go with that. I got that, and then let me see. Okay, I'll keep going now. In verse 21, and the Lord Yahawah said, behold, there is a place by me, thou shalt stand upon a rock. And it shall come to pass while my glory passeth, I will put thee in the clit of the rock, and I will cover thee with my hand while I pass by, and I will take away my hand, and thou shalt see my back parts, but my face shall not be seen. But basically, yeah, in an image of an avatar, basically, Moses would show the Lord, basically, to show thy back, not literally an avatar, basically. So now, I pretty much hit on that. But yeah, there's a division between the Heavenly Father, and I'm saying division in the sense there's a difference. They're not all they're beefing. No, I'm saying the division. There's a difference. The Heavenly Father, obviously, is more powerful than the Son. I just gave it. There's multiple examples of that, man. There's multiple examples. The Lord Yahawah is obviously, and that's something basic. When you first come to this truth, you start going over Exodus, Genesis, Deuteronomy, Numbers, etc., etc. You start you usually can tell the difference between the Heavenly Father and His Son. So that shouldn't be too much of it. But you know how it is. Nate knew better to do that, and obviously he was trained better and taught better. But yeah, I don't want to make the video too long. But yeah, I just want to do a video on that, because that was a ludicrous. That was something. That was downright wrong. But yeah, Lord willing, this video is edifying. But before I close, I'd like to give our praise to Yahawah Bashim, Yahawashi Bashim, Rukwakadash, and Lord willing, if I know it's the next one, Shalom.